Hey guys, it is Jess with Watch Kitty Shrink, and I thought I would come on here and make a quick video because it's really too cold to drive yet. So I'm just gonna let the car heat up for a few minutes. I know that it is only January the 10th, but I'm actually really proud of myself because I never stick to like New Year's resolutions or New Year goals or whatever, but I really have been this year. And so I thought I would just give a quick like 2019 update, how I'm doing on my goals 10 days in. And so here we go. The first goal, like the biggest goal that I had for 2019 was to pay off some of my credit card debt. I told you all that there was one credit card that I wanted to pay off by January 31st of this year. I paid it off today, January the 10th, and it's a really good feeling. My next goal is to pay at least one more credit card off by December 31st. Now, and I pledged that I was going to use like 60% of my extra money. So my extra money is my money after my bills are taken out and all of that. 60% of that towards paying stuff off and 40% towards traveling and all the fun stuff I wanted to do. But I will tell you, after paying that one off today, that it's a little addicting to pay off your credit card debts. So it's going to be kind of hard for me to kind of settle down and wait. I could pay it off a lot quicker, but I would have to place a lot of restrictions on myself, and I just don't know if I want to. Plus, if I go too hard too fast, I'm afraid I'll get burnt out. So we'll see, but my goal is to pay at least one more off by December 31st. And I'm really proud of myself that I paid one off today. Then, let's see, what else was my goals? Was to be more social. So the first week of the year, I really was. I've been a little busy this week, but on December 31st, bleeding into January 1st, I went out with my best friend. We went to a bourbon distillery. That was really fun. We got to see how they make bourbon, moonshine, and craft beers. Like, they had peach beer, vanilla beer, all kinds of different flavored beer. And then after that was over, you go to like a bar where you can sample some of the stuff. And of course, if you want to buy a drink, you can do that. We had a thing called the Bluegrass Sundown in the Bluegrass, or the Bluegrass Sundown, something like that. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was bourbon. Okay, so the bourbon itself was made with coffee, but then they take the bourbon and then they add hot coffee and then they put cold, heavy whipping cream on top. And even though when you touch the glass it's really hot, you can just drink it right away because it goes through the heavy whipping cream, and by the time it reaches your mouth it's like perfect temperature. That was delicious. So I got another one and she was like, you want me to make this one over ice? So freaking good. I prefer iced coffee. It was so good. And then we went out to eat at the Mexican restaurant, and then we just had like a chit-chat session, kind of went all over town taking pictures and stuff like that. Then the next day was January 1st, and I was off work, and Kentucky played in the football bowl game. Did we play in the Citrus Bowl? I think so. Anyway, we had like a family game night over for that. All the men watched football. All of us girls played games and stuff. So that was really fun. And then on Friday the 4th, one of my best friends from like my childhood came in. We have been friends since we were 11 years old. And she lives about 2.5 hours away. So she came in and we went out to eat to Hibachi, and then we went out to the movies and watched that J-Lo movie, Second Chances or Second Act or something. Wasn't really crazy about the movie, but it was something to do. And then Saturday the 5th, I went out of town with my family. We just kind of went on like a one-day shopping trip. But for me, that's actually a lot of being social in a very short time. So I'm going to check being more social off my list. I'm obviously still working on it, but I think I'm doing pretty good at it. And the other thing I wanted to do better about in 2019 was working out. It's not because of a weight loss reason. I just feel better when I work out. Through a lot of 2018, I had the kidney problems and I couldn't. And then through the end of 2018, I just kind of had fell off the wagon. So today made day 4 of doing really good with workouts, and I just feel really proud of myself. My body feels better when I work out. My mind feels better when I work out. What I've been doing is waking up like 45 minutes early in the morning and getting in at least 2.5 miles. Not that it takes me that long to do 2.5 miles, but I have to allot myself the time. And then after work, I do another 1.5 miles to 2 miles. So my trick for making sure I do this, I've gotten addicted to this new show on Netflix, and I will only let myself watch Netflix while I am on the treadmill. I usually don't watch a lot of TV, period, or Netflix, but when I really like a show that it's like a really big motivator for me. I'm not great with music on the treadmill because I have like music ADD. I can't listen to all of one song. And so the whole time I'm trying to work out, I'm like scrolling through my phone trying to find another song. But where I'm distracted with the Netflix, I just prop my phone up on the, you know, where you control your speed or whatever on the treadmill, and I just sit there and I'll watch that show, and that is my motivation. Okay, you want to find out what happened to these characters? Get your tail on the treadmill. That's just my little tip. Like I said, I used to not really stick to these things, so I have to say 10 days into 2019, as far as goals go, I'm kind of crushing it. So how are you all doing? Leave me a comment down below. Tell me, are you sticking to your goals? Have you not started yet? Let me know. I love you guys. Bye.